Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us a 5-star review and subscribe on your preferred podcast platform. Follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill, the podcast, and you can always email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast at gmail.com. Welcome to episode 153, my friends.
Wow.
Man.
I don't, was there a full moon? There was a full moon over the weekend. There was.
I think I have just been overstimulated the last few days. I was in the mountains, and then yesterday I went to SeaWorld, and we'll get into it later, but I probably saw one of the best concerts of my entire life. And we all know that, a radio guy has been to many concerts, but
yes.
And I'll explain why I think it was the best. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this band is just that good all the time.
Well, maybe they are. I mean, okay.
Well, yeah, I think they are.
Was this one of just the little throwaway concerts at SeaWorld?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it's not a throwaway, it's free, but it was like, well, I'll explain later. This will keep the audience around for hopefully a few minutes today.
This is a tease, a very small tease. Okay, good. So much has happened in the past week. So much has BJ on vacation and football season starting with, preseason, I get it. But yeah, and then, I had a couple of little crazy things going on this morning. As we record this, it's a Monday morning. So where to start, BJ Odom? Where to start?
I guess I can say, boys and girls, I did go on vacation.
You did.
The wife, she gets always upset whenever I talk about going away, like on the radio or on a podcast.
Right.
Or even on Facebook. She goes, oh, don't put that on there. People will go rob our house.
Okay.
Like, I'm going, please.
You're in a gated community with alarms and Ring cameras and all of that stuff. Yeah. Someone's going to break into your house. Sure.
But we were gone and no one broke in.
No.
Thank God.
Or you would have never lived that down. Yeah. That's
no
true.
kidding. I know you said it on the podcast. I heard that. And I told you not to.
Well, I get it. It's like, this is real life. Come on. So it's okay. You're fine. You're safe. Well, good. We're glad you're gone. So you did indeed go to Northern Georgia, to LJ.
And I tell you, if I could afford it, I would definitely move there. Maybe I was just there on a fantastic week.
Right.
But if I could afford a place there in the summertime,
yes,
and then come down here in the wintertime, be what they call those snowbirds. Oh, those awful snowbirds.
Yes.
I would do it in a heartbeat, because at least the week we had, it was like down in the 60s, 70s during the day.
Really?
It was in the 80s. And I'm thinking, oh my God. And the humidity was not really, the people that live there that we know, that we talk to, oh, the humidity. And again, I'm going,
coming to Florida. Yeah.
Well, they're from Florida, so they know what it's all about.
Okay.
But they've been there for a few years, so I guess they're used to it.
Interesting.
But I was just like, oh man, this is beautiful, man. Put this in a wrapper, baby.
So you were right there on the river. Nice the whole thing.
Yeah. Got to see, tubers go by.
Cool.
And when we woke up, and we did wake up there pretty early, for me, awfully early. We were up by 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Woo.
And if I was looking out, if I was out on the front porch, balcony, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Well, lanai, they don't have lanais, I don't
No,
think.
that's a porch. You're in Georgia. It's a porch.
So I was on the back porch and we saw deer just kind of, there was like a little, like the river split right in front of us.
Uh-huh.
So there was like a little island, but the river wasn't deep. So the deer can actually walk in it.
Right.
And they were out on that little island and they were walking, and it was beautiful.
So peaceful. Very nice.
I told the wife, I go, boy, if we could afford it, I'd buy one of these cabins and we'd come up here and live every summer. We wouldn't stay because I know it gets cold. And
Yeah.
I think it gets cold in, mid Florida. I can only imagine what it gets like up there in the wintertime.
Yes. I mean, I have talked to, our friend Vicky lives right up the road up in Blue Ridge. And when I talk to her in the winter, sometimes, snow is unusual, but not rare. Let's put it that way. It happens a couple, 3 times. Yeah, it happens.
And if it snowed,
yeah,
you would not be going out of our cabin location or coming into our cabin location.
No. Well, oh, I see. Because it was on like the side of the mountain there.
Yeah, and also it had like now here's another cool story, and I didn't want to get into my car stories yet.
Okay.
Because I took my electric car, and this was
Of
like
course.
the first real trip we took to it.
Right.
But our neighbors have not our neighbors, but our friends or my wife's friends have front wheel drive.
Right.
They were having a hard time getting out of the driveway because it was
wow.
gravel.
Uh-huh.
And they would dig the front wheel would start digging and it couldn't pull the car out.
Right.
So here I am going, oh, my little electric car, what's going to happen to me? And I'll tell you what, I drove out without one little spin. The torque in those things.
Yeah.
If you're against electric cars, you are silly, my friends. I mean, I know there's a whole, I'm never going to give up my gas.
Yeah.
But the torque on that thing, I just went right up that hill and down up that gravel road and onto the main road. Not every time because our friend drove because they knew where they were going because they live in that area. So they drove all the time, but they would always get stuck on the way out and he'd have to back up, go back up, go.
Wow.
We went out of there like I knew.
No problem.
And I didn't know what I was doing, but I mean, we drove out of there just like I'd been doing it for years.
Well, does your car have motors at every wheel? Is it a 4-motor?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, it's a 2-motor. It's a 2-motor, front and back motor.
Front and back motor. So basically your car's 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, I'm not sure if that's how it works or not, but yeah, pretty close.
Yeah. So it was
no worries.
And good for you. And driving on those roads, the curves and that. I mean, I felt like I was in like my wife got a little upset a couple times. Oh my God, slow down. And the mileage, because, if you know about electric cars, when you're going downhill.
Right. It recharges. It
regenerates energy.
Yeah.
And so of course the weather was cooler too. It wasn't like hot in Florida, but the mileage I was getting in the mountains was like, I would look down and I go, oh my God, I haven't even used like a percentage yet.
Very cool.
So yeah, electric car, great A in the mountains. And if you stay on the interstate,
there you yes.
When it comes to charging, when you need to charge,
yes,
thumbs up again.
Okay, so you didn't have any problem finding a place to get charged up and all that.
No, and Buc-ee's has the best chargers, with the best.
Has the best chargers. We knew that. I mean, well, we didn't know that, but we love our friends at Buc-ee's, and so good for you. So you stopped. I know you texted me from. I don't know if you were at the one at Warner Robins, but you stopped in Warner Robins, yes?
Yeah, we stopped at the one in Calhoun.
There you go.
And then we went across to LJ from Calhoun, because that's where my wife's friends live, in Calhoun.
Oh, so there was a Buc-ee's right there?
Yeah, right there in Calhoun.
Oh, perfect. I mean, how nice is that? That's great. So yeah, I just, being the apartment life guy that I am, it would be hard to do. I get it. It would be hard.
And I'm going to go along with you because when you use the quick chargers.
Yes.
Now, and I paid at Buc-ee's. Okay. I paid at Buc-ee's.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have the Electrify America for another year.
Mm-hmm.
But I paid at Buc-ee's and it was like $30. That's about what it cost to fill my RAV4. Well, $35.
Okay.
And I probably didn't get the mileage that I would get with my RAV4.
Total, probably not. Yeah.
I mean, as far as if I'd have had gas in my car or this.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I would say it's about even. It's
Yeah,
oh
see, that's to me that starts to make the case to not worry about it, to not it starts to not make the case for an electric car. If I was going to have an electric car, I would want it to have better, I would think, better mileage. I don't,
now okay. I was
again,
going
there's
to tell
other
you
considerations. So
now
go ahead.
if again you're in an apartment.
Yes,
If you had your own house,
with a charger.
the charger,
Yes.
the ball game is completely different. Like Susan and I, we run around because we
Yes.
have doctor's appointments, everything else. Sometimes we have
Yes.
to go to Tampa and things like that. Let me tell you what, to go to Tampa and back, it cost me about $6, $7
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in electric from home. Now, if I was going to those big chargers,
Yes.
and now I don't know if the slower chargers cost less either. I don't know that because I was
I don't
going
either.
because I always went to the DC fast chargers.
Of course.
And we were charged up within 15 minutes every time we stopped.
Okay.
And when you're at
Okay.
Buc-ee's, it takes more than 15 minutes to eat a brisket sandwich.
It takes more time to fill up on a brisket sandwich than it does on electricity. I get it. I do. Yes. By the time you make the bathroom stop and fill up your giant sized drink and get that brisket sandwich, did you get Buc-ee's nuggets? Did you get them?
No, I didn't.
What a hero! What a hero!
If I have sugar problems. So
I understand.
it's something I just can't do.
I
I
understand.
mean, I can, but
Yeah.
it goes vroom.
Yeah. I don't want to know because I think I've been doing pretty good with the keto carnivore diet, mostly meats and proteins and stuff. And if I were to have that now, I will say that now that it's summer here in the swamp, a day does not pass that I don't have some watermelon, and watermelon has a lot of sugar in it, but I mean, it's got a ton of water and fiber and all. So
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying I have a lot of watermelon and it hasn't really affected the scale. It hasn't affected the scale.
Well, mine's all from the
yeah,
transplants
from vacation.
and the
Yeah.
medicine. That's what has spiked my. I had
Right.
normal sugar until after, my transplant.
Right. So there you go. Okay, cool. Well, good. There's the car story. There's the Buc-ee's story. There's the wait, before we finish the Buc-ee's story, how much new merch came home from the Buc-ee's store?
I don't know because just like you now with your new lady friend.
Yes.
I don't know if she's going to be. I don't know if she's like my little woman.
A shopper.
No, well, yeah, that too. But she goes nowhere without a little puppy dog. So
Yes.
I basically, because I wanted to stretch. So
Right.
I got out and walked around the car and started the charger and everything as she went in.
Yes.
And I know she has her own little banking account from when she was in the school system.
Yes.
Because she's still with, what is that?
Lee County.
Yeah, but she's there. What bank? They use a credit union.
Yeah. Suncoast Schools.
And she's got like a small little checking account in there, which I don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I know she used money out of her bank accounts just to keep it on the down low.
Wife walks in empty-handed, wife walks out with Buc-ee's bag. Pretty
Oh, yeah.
obvious.
Somehow she had to buy it, and I didn't see anything on the credit card sheet.
Oh, okay then. Okay,
Although
then.
I did find out also later, but that was before we got there.
Yep.
But I found out later that the people we went with,
Mm-hmm.
because we got the Airbnb,
Mm-hmm.
and they paid my wife cash for their half of the Airbnb.
Oh, okay. Oh, they paid. So you paid for the Airbnb. Your friends paid your wife cash for the Airbnb half. How much of that cash came back to BJ Odom?
Quite a bit, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
But
Not
here's
100%, but quite a bit.
here's why she had to tell me though.
Oh, okay.
So we're out to eat, and we're in, I don't know, maybe there are a lot in Blue Ridge too. We're in one of these places where it's cash only, or you're paying like a 5% surcharge for your credit card.
Well, interesting. Well,
So-
it's interesting you mentioned that because I was in a place over the weekend that I saw the same thing, I think these stores are getting tired of getting ripped off by the credit cards people. Well, ripped off. They pay 2 or 3 or 4%.
Yeah, so my wife, you know, brought out some cash and paid the bill. And I'm going,
Where did
scratching my
that
head
come
like,
from?
how did that? Wait a minute, young lady. Did you bring some money with us? No, that one. And then she had to spill the beans. I think, you know, I trust my wife. She would have
I
anyway,
would hope so.
but that really had her spill the
Yeah.
beans there.
I would hope you trust her with that sort of thing. But yes, I get it. I do. Okay, well, good, good. I'm glad it all worked out.
Let's take a break and come back with a Bill story.
All right,
I'll sip on my coffee and I'll let you talk for a while.
that sounds good. We'll be right back. We are back, yes, and BJ Odom, you missed it at the beginning of the show. The BJ had to start and stop the show about 3 or 4 times because he was just choking on something there. I don't know what's going on this morning, but back in the saddle again, and he's a little choked up over it. Yeah, no, I thought, see, because you and I had chatted a couple of times over the weekend that we were going to have to. I thought we might have to reschedule the recording of the show because I had an eye doctor appointment. Turns out the eye doctor appointment wasn't until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we record the show in the morning, so no problem. And then I woke up this morning to a message, a voice message on my phone that said they were canceling my eye doctor appointment, that the doctor has, quote, canceled his clinical visits for the entire week. And I'm like, wait, what? I don't know if I've ever canceled a doctor's appointment. I don't have a lot of doctor's appointments, so I've never probably canceled one. But to have a doctor cancel on me, that's a whole new shooting match there. That was like, wow. And it's like, we'll call and reschedule. And I'm like, all right, it said like clinical something. I wasn't 100. Does that mean me? Does that not? So I called them and, of course, spent the mandatory 5 minutes on hold. And then they actually said, yes, the doctor has canceled everything, every in-office visit for the week. I said, wow, I hope everything's okay. And they're like, we don't even know. He just called and canceled everything. I'm like, well, that's weird.
Could have been like
But
a family death or
family
something like
thing, maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe so. So anyway, I thought I had an appointment for 1 o'clock this afternoon. I do not. So there you go. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So, but yeah, then because I mean, this is the last, one way or another, this is the last doctor visit, and then I have the surgery, the oil change surgery scheduled for first week of September. So, in fact, is that on a Monday? Now I got to check that one. Stand by. Let me look.
And now you have to go up on the lift if they're
I do have to
changing
go
the
up.
oil.
Well, yeah, you have no idea. Well, you do have an idea because, you spend, for me last time, it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours with the, laughing gas and the, whatever. So
Now, do you have to take a driver with you, or are you going to have to?
Oh, no, you absolutely have to have a driver. Yeah. You have to, you can get yourself there, which is what I did last time. I took a Uber to get there, and then I had one of my pickleball friends pick me up and take me home. Now, of course, now I have my lady friend, and she's already volunteered and made plans for that. So, let's see, September, it's like the first, September. Oh, that's on a Thursday. Okay, so we're good there. So my actual, and again, I'm super curious, and I was hoping, well, when I see the doctor next, probably won't be this week, but next week, when I see him, I'm like, all right, tell me exactly what we're going to do here. How does this work? That, you're going to put it up on the lift and drain the oil and then put something back in? Or do they put anything back in? Do they just let the natural, does your eyeball replace that stuff after a time? I have no idea. Maybe I'll do a little Googling.
I thought when I got mine, they said they had to put a gas in. They didn't put oil; they put gas in mine.
Now, yes, and in fact, because remember our old friend Reverend Gregory Keene, who we used to have on the show with us, Reverend Gregory, the spiritual, the psychic medium, he had the same procedure you did, and same thing. He also had the gas put in the eye, which meant he had to like you had to lay face down on the couch, on a pillow, on something for a long time, for a couple of weeks, so that the gas would bubble up to the back of the eyeball and help hold whatever it did. But long story short, the doctor, after taking a close look at me, he said, no, we're going to do it old school with you. We're going to actually put the oil, the liquid in there to do the same job, basically, hold the retina in place at the back of the eyeball while it heals. So the last time I was there, and every time I go, he looks in the eyeball. He's got his cameras and his super bright lights and all that. And he says, no, the healing is going on fine. It's just the vision is non-existent. And it's funny because they always check your vision. All right, let's look at the eye chart. Okay, and eye chart with the right eye, bam, 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 done to the bottom line, no problem. Eye chart with the left eye, put the biggest letter you have up there, one single letter. Can you read it? No, barely. Maybe if I squint real hard, I can see one big letter across the room, and that's it. And they insist on checking me every time. It's like, seriously, do you know what's going on here? Can't see a thing.
Yeah, but she's usually a cute young lady. So
yes, it's usually a cute young lady. Some recent graduate of the University of Florida Medical School. So
yes, I let him do it. I let him.
Yeah. I do too. So, but anyway, so the story is, I don't know what they're gonna. I mean, I know what they're gonna do. I just don't know why they did the way they did it, and what. The important thing, of course, is when all this is said and done, I darn well better be able to see out of this eyeball again, because I'm squinting at the camera, because it's so fuzzy that it's almost, you might as well just put a patch over it and call it a day, be a pirate or something. So,
well, I don't want to scare you, and every
I know you said it before. Go ahead.
When I came out, I had great vision when it was all done.
Yes.
And then slowly over the years, because I got mine a long time ago, but slowly over the years, the vision has, let's say, decreased.
Now, was yours because of a torn retina, or was it something else?
It was detached.
Detached. That's what yes. I mean, that's what mine was, detached.
And of course, they started out trying to do laser surgery to repair it.
Yes.
Then the laser surgery didn't work, and they said, "Oh, we need to actually reattach it."
As far as I know, now you had yours how long ago?
Oh, I don't even want to guess.
Was it before the transplant?
It wasn't during BJ and Bill days, I don't think.
It was after the transplant.
It was, all I know is it was when my wife does help out quite a bit.
Of course she
with
does.
Friends. She has great friends, but she had a friend whose daughter was one of the PR people for one of the NASCAR drivers.
Okay.
Well, actually, she's jumped around. And
what's this got to do with your eyeball?
Because remember, I told you they told me I needed this surgery,
right?
And I had to look down, and I had tickets to go to Homestead.
Yes.
For the final race, for the race, and I was all excited. Oh no, I know, because you can get dust and.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
I'm going to be sitting on a pit box. Oh no. No. I go, I'll do it when I get. No, you can't wait. It needs to be done right now. So
again, how many? Give me a guesstimate. How many years ago?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay,
it's been a long time.
A long time, but it was after the heart transplant.
See, I can't even remember that. But
wow, his memory is totally gone.
I'm pretty sure it was after the heart transplant.
His memory is totally gone.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm 70 years old. I'm an old man. Come on,
I understand.
Bill Stevens. You're still like in your 60s. You're a young kid.
Barely. But I'm counting on technology has improved in 20 years to the point where when they fix this eyeball, it's fixed for good. I'm setting see, here we are from the Practical Path, a spiritual podcast. I am setting the intention that when this is complete, it's done, and I can see again, and I can play pickleball. I can play pickleball now. I just miss the ball sometimes, and it's so damn frustrating. So anyway, it better be good. I don't want to threaten anybody, but it better be good.
I'm just hoping that I can sit here without being in pain, because I'm getting not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, like I still got like a little over a week.
Right.
And then I get the surgery for the repaired hernia.
Wow.
And then, I hope I'm calling you Monday and saying, Okay, I can do it. I'm not going to be smiling, and I hope I don't move the wrong way, but I can record the podcast.
Apparently it is a month for, well, mine will be in September, but apparently it's a time for surgeries because our friend Vicky texted me last week and she's not doing something, but her husband is doing something next Tuesday, which is normally she and I record the podcast on Tuesday morning. So we have to reschedule that one too. So it's like, wow, lots going on in the world.
I know a lot of our listeners are of the, retirement older generation.
Well, yes.
And I think I can speak for all of us. The older you get, the more it sucks.
Yes. Yes, it does. So yeah, it's just crazy. It really is. And yeah, I don't. All right, enough of that. Enough of that.
I'm going to tell you one more thing, and we're not even going to talk about it this week because it's coming up. So
Go ahead. I'm listening. We got another 5 minutes or so before our break anyway, so this will be a good thing to get us to the break.
So the day before I go get my hernia fixed,
yes,
for the first time in my life, I'm going to go see an oncologist.
An oncologist. That's cancer.
Yeah.
But they've been working on you with the skin stuff for years now, and you've never seen a real oncologist.
And now they say, because I called my heart coordinator.
Right.
And said they wanted to do radiation on my ear or cut it off.
Cut your ear off?
Yeah, I told you that, didn't I?
No.
No, I have skin cancer from the middle of my ear all the way down to the earlobe. And they said thank God, see, I'm wearing headphones now.
You're wearing headphones, so thankfully we can't see it. Yeah.
But they said, it looks like I look like I have Mike Tyson. I look like, what do they call that when the guy's
cauliflower ear.
Yeah, I got a kind of a cauliflower ear over here.
Okay.
And so I called my coordinator and said, they want to do radiation. And she goes, oh, yeah, that can't affect one of your anti-rejection drugs. How about a second opinion from an oncologist that deals, strictly with dermatology and skin cancer?
Wow.
And I said, that might be a good idea, being in a bigger hospital instead of.
Right.
I'm not going to say Claremont is hodunk, but compared to Tampa.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah,
so,
Tampa General is kind of like.
I'm going to go see an oncologist. Since I'm going to Tampa anyway, the day before the surgery, so we're going to stay overnight.
Wow. Okay.
And then who knows, my wife might have to stay overnight again, because depending on, they told me depending on what they do and how they do it, if they cut, they'll probably keep me a day.
Wow.
Because I am a transplant patient.
Yeah, they want to be careful and all that.
They want to watch me for 24 hours or whatever, just to make sure. I don't
want to watch you for 24 hours. I watch you for an hour a week. That's enough.
I don't even think my wife wants to watch me for 24 hours.
I hear you. And just to put a bow on all of that, my lady friend I took off my t-shirt in the bathroom over the weekend while she was here. And
I don't know. Now, Bill, just stop right there. I don't think we need to know what happened.
No, it wasn't about
you've
that.
Got a
it
new
was about she saw a little spot on my back, and she said, "Oh, maybe you want to have this looked at." And I'm like, "Oh gosh, here we go." So I probably need to find a dermatologist. Of course, here I am in Gainesville, where we have more medical professionals than you can shake a stick at. So that's not a problem. It's just, I'm not a doctor person. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'll probably die of some rare disease, but no, I'm not. No, cancel erase. But I'm not going to die of anything. But whatever. I don't like doctors. I just don't.
I'm going to tell you a little story.
Oh, here we go.
And I got this story from the husband of my wife's friend that we were spending a few days.
Okay, I got you.
And we were in the mountains, and he told me this, because we both have some ailments, and he has some stents in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to, he likes to eat healthy and, keep track of these things. And we were talking, and he goes, well, I don't know how we got on the subject, but I go, yeah, I've got some cousins and some friends that just don't go to the doctor. They go, they're fine. They're perfectly fine. They're not going to no doctor.
That's me.
They don't get checkups. They don't do anything, because you know why? Because they're perfectly fine.
That's me.
Okay, now here comes the story that you need to listen to, Bill Steve.
Okay.
So he has a friend who's perfectly fine, great health, the peak of health, muscular,
Yes.
just like you, muscular, just
I hear it coming.
the
Go ahead.
peak
I
of
hear it
health.
coming.
And he goes and drops over dead.
Yes.
The guy in perfect health. Well, once he got in perfect health and he died, then they figured out, okay, he had this wrong, he had this wrong, and he had that wrong. But no, he never went to the doctor, so he was in perfect health. And he actually was not in perfect health. Let that sink in, Bill.
Thank you. I hear your loving concern for your friend.
Well,
and I appreciate it. I don't know what I think about that. I don't. Because I think I'm of the opinion that it's like if I take my car in for an oil change at the local Hyundai dealer,
they're going to find something.
They're going to find 6 other things that need to be fixed. And I'm not saying my doctor is a car dealer, but I am saying that if I take myself into the doctor to have one thing looked at, they're going to find 3 things that, you probably want to go to a specialist and have that checked. No, I do not. I'm sorry. All right. I've said my piece. When yours truly keels over, you can come on the show and say, Bill, wherever you are in the afterlife, I told you so.
Well, I have figured one thing out.
Which is?
You've known me for not half my life, but maybe, I don't know, you've known me for a long...
Pretty damn close to half,
yes. Yeah, and you've been around me...
Yes.
So you know that, I don't know, I have a feeling. In the heavens, somehow, some way, I know God is supposed to be perfect and great, but somewhere one of his aides lost some paperwork. It's like the illegal aliens. Sometimes the paperwork just gets lost and they're running around here in the United States and we have no idea they're here. Well, I think somebody lost my paperwork. And so they're going, I'm running around down here because we all know I was supposed to have been dead a long time ago.
Several times.
Yeah. So I'm running around down here and I think the paperwork has been lost.
Aha.
And I don't know how, I just hope and pray nobody finds the paperwork and then I'll be all right.
Somewhere there is the Grim Reaper, the guy in the black suit, in the black cape with the hood and the pitchfork or whatever it is he carries. And he's just shuffling papers going, Odom. I know he's in here somewhere, damn it. Odom. Can't find it.
Maybe it was like one of those things a week it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I won't be taking any visits today.
Like my doctor's office, right? They just up and canceled all the appointments for the week. Maybe your guy got maybe your paperwork was supposed to be out there and it got canceled for the week. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I think we're onto something here. I really do. So yeah, that's okay. All right, fine. Well, anyway. Wishing everyone in our audience, all of our wonderful friends and listeners, nothing but the best of health. Nothing but the best of health. Take care of yourself, whatever that means for you. But in the meantime, let's take a quick break. Go refill your coffee. Go make sure you've taken all your medications. And we will be right back. Welcome back. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast. Wherever you collect your podcasting, wherever you do your podding, whatever it is, just please leave us that 5-star review, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes. We're everywhere. We're like mold in Florida. We are everywhere. And so leave us that 5-star review. And, if you'd like to get in touch with the show, we're on Facebook. Do a search for BJ and Bill, the podcast. You'll find our page. And also you can email us, bjandbillthepodcast@gmail.com. There you go. So on to bigger and better things.
Yeah. If you were here at the beginning of the show, I talked about this fantastic concert I saw last night.
Tell us more.
And I say there's a reason why I think, I could be wrong. These guys could be this way every show. But they were at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
And so I think when, because Disney has, concerts over at Epcot all the time.
Sure.
You know, SeaWorld has concerts, and they also up over at Busch Gardens in Tampa, they have concerts all the time. And
Yes.
I think when these groups come, I mean, you know, that can be their sound man, it can be everybody they travel with. I think they get like free accommodations there, and you know, they get, you know, free reins to the parks.
Right.
Go however you want to go. And so I think that was it. It was a family weekend. And then they had to top it off Sunday night by, of course, doing, you know, an hour and a half show, something like that. Although they
Sure.
went almost 2 hours,
Okay.
but they had their family with them. I think with all the family members in the audience, they were just having fun.
Are you going to tell us who this band was, or are you going to keep teasing us?
Oh, it was Low Cash.
Low Cash?
Well, they used to be called Low Cash Cowboys, and now they're just called, I guess they wanted to be cool. Let's drop the Cowboys.
I was going to say, it sounds like a rapper name, Low Cash.
We're just Low Cash now.
Okay.
But it was funny, and I even said, because they were right. Well, we were only 3 rows back. We had VIP seating,
Nice.
and like right up front, over to stage. Well, if you'd been on stage, it'd been stage right. Was all these little girls and little kids, and they were like doing all these TikTok dances, and I mean, they were in sync, like, you know, you would not believe.
Cool.
And I'm going, oh, that is so cute. I'll bet you that is like kids with the band.
Of course.
And of course they were, because at one point, one of them had a birthday. And so they let him come up on stage, and, you know, they gave him a little happy birthday thing and brought out a cake. They
Cool.
said, okay, we're going to, you know, go back to the hotel and have this later.
Okay.
And, but then they said, oh, let's just bring up all the kids. And so all the kids that were, you know, family members, and there was like, I think they each have like 3 kids or so. I don't know what. But so like about 6 little kids are up there, and they played a song, which was so neat. And this was like probably with another, well, it's probably towards the end of the concert.
Mhm.
And then they just started having fun. They started doing like old songs that, you know, isn't even like in their repertoire, or
Mhm.
maybe it is. Maybe they do this every show. I don't know, but they just started, you know, just like almost jamming, like, hey, you know, and the one guy just got up and went out in the audience and started messing with you could tell that they both, because it's a duo, but if they have a band with them too,
Okay.
but you could tell the entire band was just having so much fun.
Awesome.
And it was just a fun show. And I even, because we, you know, we went backstage, got our picture taken with them, you know, and they used to work. For any of you that are listening in our old home base of Fort Myers, Gator Michaels used to be on Cat Country many years ago. Then he
Yep.
moved off to Nashville, worked for, you know, Warner Brothers Records and some other companies. And so I asked him, because they went off and formed their own record label, and they're kind of doing their own thing for the last couple of years. And I
Mhm.
said, hey, are you guys still working with Gator Michaels? Because I knew Gator Michaels was working with them. And they go, oh, yeah, we're still working with Gator, man. He's a great guy. And I go, yeah, I used to work with him. And I go, you guys, I'm an old radio guy. I've been around for a long time. I'm an old guy, as you can see. I've seen many concerts, and I have never seen a concert where it just looked like you guys were having the time of your life. And this is one of the greatest shows I have seen. And they go, oh, man, coming from a radio guy, that means something to us. And, you know, yeah, because it's supposed to be a quick picture, you're supposed to go, but they kept talking, and
Right.
but it was cool. So yeah, I really, it just blew me away. And even my wife, who's been, she goes, yeah, they were just a fun concert.
That's terrific.
And
That's
I
great.
think it's because they had their kids
Yeah.
and their wives and the family
Yeah.
with them, and they were all at the venue, because they go, you know, they play in honky tonk bars. They probably, you know, they had little kids that were probably, you know, year and a half, year old, you know, up on stage. And I don't think, you know, like if you're going to a honky tonk, you're taking your
No.
one and a half,
No.
2-year-old in there.
No.
So I think, you know, they go, this all of our families here, and it's just, you know, it's great that they're all here tonight. We're having a good time.
That's
You could
terrific.
tell.
That's good. Now I'm going to have to go look them up, because I have, honest to God, never heard of the Low Cash Cowboys or Low Cash. So now I'm going to have to go do the YouTube thing and find them. So,
You're
but
not
that's
a country
okay.
boy.
I'm happy
You're not
to
a country
take a look.
boy. You're not a country boy.
No, I'm not. But I enjoy. I like the music. I mean, you know, any of us in radio, it's like we pretty much like all kinds of music, because we
Yeah.
probably have played all kinds of music in our time. So yes, that's true.
Heck
So
yeah.
there you
I
go.
can't-
Awesome.
I
Well,
can't-
good. I'm
I
glad
can't-
you had a good time.
I can't believe after BJ and Bill on Oldies 95, where, you know, we really got together in our first break, and then I was working at a country station. I pick up my phone. Hey, Bill, You want to come want to work with me again? You want to team up again? I'm over here at this country station. Why don't you come on over and we'll team up together? And Bill came over there, and I don't know, you might even wear a cowboy hat once or twice. I don't know,
Who knows?
but
It doesn't matter. It's fun. It's all fun. So yeah, it's all fun. It's all fun in games. I love it. So well, good. I'm glad you had fun there. That was awesome. So that was what that was as we record this on the Sunday night, the night before. Yeah, very good.
The craziest thing though ever, because I worked at many country stations.
Right.
You always have like a van, and I've worked at some country stations that have like pickup trucks, like an actual station pickup truck and things like that, or a Jeep.
Sure.
This one, because it was a rock station before they went country, they had a Hummer. I remember that. Remember that Hummer they had? They had
yes.
a big old Hummer. That was 92.5. And, of course, then they went oldies 92.5 and we stuck around for a while till the consultant, I told them to go stake their consultant and stick it up their Wazuki. And I was going to go somewhere else.
Yep.
And you went somewhere else. And
yep.
So we got rid of that. But 92.5 in Fort Myers. It was owned by Sun Broadcasting or Fort Myers.
Right.
I don't know. They own so many damn radio stations. I don't know which one's which, but so we worked for them for a while. And
awesome.
Had a Hummer for the station vehicle.
Hey, nowadays it's probably all cyber trucks, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. All good. A little more history there. Well, good. I'm glad now. I will look up that band. I will look up the Low Cash Cowboys on YouTube, or just Low Cash, see what they're doing out there.
So. Yeah, because now they're just Low Cash.
Now they're just low. I got you.
That's like Led Zeppelin. Now they just call them what?
Zeppelin.
Yeah, they don't call them Led Zeppelin.
They're just Zepp.
Pretty soon it'll just be, that's it.
Zepp, yeah, with a Z. That's Zepp with a Z. Gotcha. So anyway, that was that. And then the other, of course, big event of the weekend, the NFL season kicks off with preseason games. Week number 1 of the NFL preseason yesterday. Well, actually, since Thursday, they had, the Hall of Fame game. And then it's like somebody posted on Twitter. It's like, gentlemen, we have made it. There is football every weekend from now until February. We've survived the summer.
Now, let me ask you this, because I know they have their own little network, the Bucks.
Yes.
Because I know that when I was in Winter Haven and they got Tampa Television, then it was on the NBC affiliate over there.
Right.
And here in Orlando, it's the NBC affiliate that has all the preseason games. And then when I talked to Bill Stevens, as we were texting about he goes, "Hey, Bill, you watching your Bucks?" Yeah. And I go, "Yeah." I go, "What station are they on?" Because I know they're on NBC here and they're NBC. And
right.
I thought maybe that was an NBC thing. And you watched them on Fox over.
I did.
Because you get Jacksonville station.
Well, there are a couple of local Gainesville, Ocala stations. The trouble is if you're watching literally one of the Gainesville, Ocala stations, they have the Jacksonville games. So that, I don't know why, maybe it's just we're that much closer by an inch or two to Jacksonville. I don't know. We're kind of in the middle. But yes, so if the game's on local TV, you're probably getting Jacksonville. Now, it just so happened that when I had the Bucks game, that was the Fox. I'm pretty sure that was the Fox affiliate out of Orlando. I think.
Well, see, now I didn't tune around to see where it was.
Yeah.
But for some reason, and last year they had it too, the NBC station here, Wesh News 2.
Who the heck is West? Oh, Wesh.
WESH.
Yeah, that's the Orlando. Yeah.
Yeah. And they had the rights to, and it's the Buccaneers play-by-play guy that was doing the games.
Sure. So I mean, it was the regular team. It was I forget the guy, but it was also with Barber, with Tiki Barber, or is it Rondé Barber? I never forget. They're twins, so I never remember. But yes, it was the regular team.
You were getting the same feed I was.
Sure. So anyway, for those of you Buccaneers fans out there, you are having a good Monday because you're having a good week. I mean, and it wasn't really. I mean, again, first week number 1 of preseason. It's like Baker Mayfield did not even get into a uniform. He was on the sidelines in his black Buccaneers t-shirt. Gotcha. Great. So Now, I will say the young man, the University of Florida Gator, Kyle Trask, played the entire first half, looked pretty good. Pretty good. And then they tried out a couple of other guys in the second half. Tampa Bay beat the Tennessee Titans, who are probably going to suck again this year.
Yeah, but
Final
they
there
had
29-7.
now, but didn't last year they have a really good quarterback? And I thought maybe they would really come on this year because he was a young quarterback, I thought. But that was Tennessee. Then I forget his name, but he was a real young kid,
Yeah.
fresh out of college. And by the end of the season, he was like cooking on all
Ward?
four cylinders.
Is that Cam Ward from Miami? Do they have Cam Ward? I forget. Anyway, yeah, I mean, there's so many new names and faces that it's like, okay, great, but I don't know. Now, speaking of fresh new faces, Cleveland has a new guardian angel, a new superhero this morning. The Cleveland Browns beat the Carolina Panthers 30-10 as Shedeur Sanders played the entire first half and looked pretty darn good. Although Twitter X was all abuzz with all of these crazy Browns things. It's like, Cleveland decides to retire his jersey after one preseason game. So anyway, Shedeur Sanders played the entire first half against, like I said, Carolina, and looked pretty darn good. I watched it. I watched the whole thing. I'm like, okay, all right. We're going to be okay, I think. I hope.
Well, I'm a huge Bucks fan.
Yes.
And I ended up watching more of the Fever game than I did the Bucks game.
Yes.
But I know it's preseason too. So I never have. I'm sorry, people. I know if you're a big football fan and you say you're a big football fan, you should get just as excited with preseason as you do. But I think it's just a waste because, it's all the new kids trying to find a spot.
Yeah.
And it's not about winning or losing, really. It's about let's find out who's we got that we can, use this season. That's going to be
if you watched any of the Bucks game, they did say that Mayfield would play some next week. I think they're playing Atlanta. They said, "Oh, it's a divisional, game. It will, it'll matter." They want to see how he's going to play against a team that's in their division and, stack up and all. So, but yeah, you're right. Thankfully we only have 3 of those games. I don't know if the players like that, making the season longer and the preseason shorter. I don't know if they like that or not. I like it because it's like, all right, just come on, get on with it kind of a thing. Let's go. So anyway, that'll be good. Jacksonville, for those who care, here I am, in North Central Florida. Jacksonville looked awful again. Now they have a brand new coach, literally a rookie coach. They made it.
Wasn't that the team you were telling me?
They got beat by the Steelers 31-25.
Yeah, well, wasn't that the team you told me has a new kicker?
Well, no, he's not new. I think he might have been around last year, but I'm not sure. But to answer your question, yes, that was unbelievable. Going with like 2 seconds left to go in the first half, the Jaguars sent out Cam Little, their kicker, and he kicked and made a 70-yard field goal. A 70-yard field goal. And it wasn't like it was like, oh, it might make it. Oh, it's so close. No, he could have made it from 73 or 4. It was like, no worries. And the place went bananas. The team went bananas. Now, unfortunately, preseason game, it doesn't count in the record book. Oh. I know. But 70-yard field goal. 70. You got to let the kid try. You got to let the kid try in a regular season game. We know he's got the leg. Okay, great. You got to let him try. There's going to be a game. Besides, this is the Jacksonville Jaguars. There are going to be games that just don't matter anymore. When you've been mathematically eliminated after the 3rd week. So it's like, give the kid a shot. He can do it. It was exciting to watch. I will say that. It was exciting, fun, all that kind of stuff to watch. So anyway, congratulations to Cam Little of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 70-yard field goal.
And if my wife and her nephew, Chris, is listening to the podcast, I apologize for Bill.
Why?
he lives in Jacksonville, and he is like a huge Jacksonville Jaguar fan. I mean, they have
I,
season tickets.
I season tickets. Wow. I want to be a Jags fan. I want to be. And, Trevor Lawrence, bright, sharp, young kid, great talent. They just can't put anybody around him for some reason. And I mean, that was kind of Baker Mayfield in Cleveland when you think about it. That was Baker Mayfield, number one pick, of the draft that year from Oklahoma. I mean, Heisman Trophy winner. Come on. And what are you doing? You're just not putting anybody around to protect him. So anyway.
Did you see that? They talked to Baker Mayfield and they asked him kind of what he thought Cleveland's chances would be this year. And what a class answer.
Yeah.
I'm not there anymore. And
right. Yeah.
It's like, I don't care. I wish him luck. That's, it's like, it's Cleveland's Cleveland. I'm all in. I'm all in here in Tampa Bay.
Right. Yeah. There's a great meme on Twitter of just a couple of, I don't know, movie stars giving you like their concerned look and giving you their indifferent look. And one of them is like, aren't you worried about so-and-so? Don't you think about this, this, and this, and this? And the comeback is always, I don't think about you at all. So that's kind of Baker, like, good luck. He didn't even say good luck. He didn't even say anything. He just basically said, yeah, no, I'm doing the Tampa thing now. So good for him. Congratulations. Glad to have him. Love you. Let's, as Tom Brady would say, let's go. Come on.
I will tell you this. So the parts that I did watch, the commentators, of course, they are Tampa Bay commentators.
Sure.
But they were gushing, saying that, this guy maybe not be getting the credit that he gets, but he is a great quarterback where, everybody else kind of puts him at the bottom of the heap where.
Well, I don't know. They put him at the bottom of the heap, but yeah, he's kind of like underrated or something like, I mean, look at you. You had the perfect example. You went to that concert at SeaWorld over the weekend with Low Cash, and I would have walked in going, Low Cash, I've never even heard of these guys. All right, it's a country band. Let's see, whatever. And then you're blown away and you go, wow. That's kind of, I mean, I'm not saying we're blown away by Baker Mayfield, but you're kind of like, oh, whoa, there's something here. Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I get it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And will Shedeur Sanders start on opening day for the Cleveland Browns? I don't think so. I think that's probably Joe Flacco's job for a while, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see. But isn't Cleveland wacko for Flacco?
They are wacko for Flacco. They have been for years.
Yeah,
and years.
Okay. Yeah. I want to make sure.
Well, he was there for a while and then he left and now he's back. It's like, boy, this guy is like the great, traveling sage here or something like that. Now, this has nothing to do with the games, but I also heard, I'm going to have to go one of these days, that Cleveland is finally getting serious about a new stadium. And in a neighborhood called Brook Park, which is literally right next door to where my parents lived. And it's like, oh my God, it looks amazing. It's like $2.5 billion. And I'm like, where's that money going to come from in Cleveland? They don't have that kind of money. But of course they'll, raise ticket prices and raise taxes and whatever to make it happen. So anyway, I'm kind of excited by that too. So all good.
Since we, are Florida boys.
We are.
What do you think is going to happen? And I there's got to be some serious talk going on somewhere. Of course, I'm not, privileged to it. But what do you think the Tampa Bay Rays, what do you think will end up happening? Because they've already said, St. Pete said, we're not, we're not going to redo the arena. We're not, they don't even have a roof. I don't even know if they're going to worry about putting a new roof on it.
I vote for implosion for the dome there. You bet. I vote for implosion. But you bring up a really good question. A really good question is like, A, are they even staying in Tampa Bay or do they get sold and moved somewhere else? I don't know. Maybe, Orlando? I don't know.
They say they're building a stadium whether they get a team or not. That's how rich these guys are. We're building a stadium whether we get a team or not, but we're going to get one.
I hear that. and part of me goes, that's cool, that's gutsy, and the other part of me goes, is that just negotiating ploy? It's like we really want to stay in Tampa Bay. No, we really kind of like Jacksonville Jaguars. Do they really want to stay? Are they? And they're talking about a new stadium. They're talking about, whatever. I what are they? They're playing at Steinbrenner Field now, which is the spring training home of the New York Yankees in Tampa. Nice that you had a decent stadium right there. Probably seats 5,000, and they don't get that many.
That's what's sad.
What's sad. And it's not a bad team. The team is, all right. And so now you're going to have me curious.
And I want to know what player even if you're the away team,
right?
What player enjoys? That's why I think even the Tampa Bay Bucks need to get a dome stadium, because it is too freaking hot.
Right.
Playing football in Florida this time of the year.
Right.
But,
I get it. I do. I mean,
the
question is
out there in center field waiting for a fly ball, and it's like 117 degrees out there.
Right. Right. All right. So Tampa Bay, unfortunately. Well, I mean, Tampa Bay's in a tough division. Toronto, Boston, Yankees, Rays, Baltimore. Baltimore has been terrible for years. But, the Rays are 5.5 games back. Okay, I get it. But, they're not a bad team. They're watchable. It's a good team. And apparently in Tampa, nobody gives a damn. Apparently they don't care.
I think
so
Orlando.
Do you stay or do you go? I don't know.
I don't know. Of course, I live here in the Orlando area now, but I'm thinking that's a good choice.
Orlando would be a cool choice, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, that would be, and you would probably get what happens. Like, there's several towns, there's several sports, and there are several cities where it's like, you're going to sell a lot of tickets because the other team is bringing a lot of, has a lot of people in town. Like Vegas, when you go to, I mean, I've never been to a Las Vegas Raiders football game, but watching the games, you can tell that it's like, okay, there's some fans there for Vegas. But, when Green Bay comes to town, when Chicago comes to town, when whoever comes to town, they bring a lot of people with them because it's like, oh, hell, let's go to Vegas. Well, and we'll watch a game.
Well, let's not even look at the Rays. Let's look at the Marlins down in Miami, even a bigger market.
Bigger market.
You go to a Chicago Cubs game, because I have been to a few Chicago Cub games down in Miami.
Oh, they're not the Cubs games. They're the Miami Marlins games. They're playing the Cubs.
Yeah. And you see
right,
probably 2-1, if not more,
right,
Cub jerseys in the crowd than you do Marlins jerseys.
Absolutely.
Maybe even 3-1, 4-1. I don't know, but they're like everywhere.
Absolutely.
And boy, you go to, because that's kind of a New York kind of town. A lot of New Yorkers move to Miami from.
Well, you just get on I-95 and you go south until your feet get wet. Yeah.
And you go, you watch a New York Yankees game. Oh my God. Then it's like, wait, is that it is. Look, a Marlins jersey up there.
One. Yeah, I get it. But yes, you're right. There are some cities, and again, the two Florida baseball team. Not so much. Now, I don't know about Jacksonville, the Jaguars. I'll bet, because Jacksonville's not really a tourist destination. I mean, it is. All of Florida is. I get that. Don't send me hate mail from Jacksonville. But it's not like Orlando. I mean, Orlando on any given weekend is full of people from other places than Orlando. If you had a baseball team there, it would draw well, simply for that Las Vegas Raiders effect of, you're in a tourist town. It's like, okay, we can't go to Disney World every day, or it's a rainy day and we got a dome where we play baseball or whatever. Let's go and check out the Orlando Rays, and they're playing our hometown team, whatever. It would work. It would work. It really would.
Well, I know too, because, you're a hockey fan too.
Yep.
But I remember also going over to Miami, and and you would like go to like a Rangers game or something.
Uh-huh.
You would see just about as many Rangers.
Oh,
jerseys.
yeah.
Although that's changing a little bit, I think, since they've had some good teams. And
Well,
same,
yeah.
it's changing also in Tampa. But you go to Tampa or you go to Miami,
Yeah.
and you go to a Rangers game or something like that, you're going to see a lot of Ranger jerseys in the ground.
Again, it's that effect of tourists and winter, snowbirds, like we were talking about earlier. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And
It's got to be a bummer though to be a team
yeah,
that's playing in one of these, and
Yeah.
you're all psyched up, and you go out and you go, it's all Cub jerseys.
all
What
Cubs
the,
jerseys.
what the hell? What about us? Are we like garbage here?
Right. You're just the cannon fodder for the other side. It's like, it's okay. It's great. But I get yeah. All right. We've kind of done that story, but it's going to be interesting to see what we started off talking about Tampa Bay. I hope they stay in Florida. I don't know that. I think Orlando is the logical choice. I really do. I think Orlando, now they'd have to build a brand new stadium, but Tampa has to build a brand new stadium too.
Well, the way it sounds, Orlando's already working on it.
Get to work. Yeah. So, it's cool. I think it's a great idea. I do. Orlando. It's great. And then if you're a huge baseball fan in Tampa Bay, you can drive to Orlando. Like if you're in Tampa and you need to see an NBA game, Orlando's an easy drive. Not easy, but it's a drive. Yeah. I like it. All right, BJ Odom. What else you got?
About down with my green tea here. So
Down your green tea. There you go.
I'm about shot for the day here.
That's all right. It's all right. Me too.
I've vacationed. I've been ill, and I've been to a concert. I've done it all in 1 week.
Life is good. Life is good for you. I understand. So there you go. Good for you. Yep. And I'm done for the day. I thought I had a doctor's appointment. I'm done for the day too. So it's going to be, easy stuff. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to do it, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love you. Of course we do. We appreciate it. Again, if you haven't yet, head over to wherever you get your podcasts, drop one of those 5-star reviews, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes. It doesn't matter. Not iTunes. iHeartRadio, YouTube Music. That's another one. We're everywhere. And just leave a 5-star review. We appreciate it. See you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Until then, just up to BJ Odom to say,
see ya.
Flip the dial, take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories